Hey, this has inspiration. It's actually a wave racing game that's like a quick download, even with my Dreamcast's cautionary note on the uploading of Amazon, Rome, the North Pole, and everywhere else without Santa Claus. Ho ho ho. But trust the rubber ducky when you get one to play with. Funny how critics would say there's no inspiration here when I could ride a rubber ducky. Man, I wish I could turn those reviewers into babies. Wait a minute. They're already babies. Aren't they? Okay. I'll leave my pun at its logical standing point. Surfer Rocket Racers is more of an enhanced form of Wave Race 64. Maybe what this game needs for a future update is a smokestack of turbulence for the jetting boats as they gut the water with technology and performance. Even as dark steam from the Funhouse's ghosts lights up my emotions on imaginary takes for this promotion I give to Surf Rocket surfers for ingenuity and downright smirks. Sometimes I launch myself into the wrong tides only to search for the big tumble along those practical neeps. I'm thinking poison and gas, man. Variety hits the spot wherever this Dreamcast game manages to promote execution on heavy ground, although we're talking oceans of different resources. Shoot, I can't even uncover pillars of concrete and shadowing fumes from my rafter, despite the very consequences of doom inside the mellow arcades, dude. Honestly, I must leave my reflection above the roaring tune of waves after their own shade of conflict. However, I'm appealed to by crave for the Amazonian bridge's healthy-looking tourists. Oh, don't shop with Amazon.com, though. It's a confusing website. Perhaps the Amazon in this game earns its beauty from the tattletale structure for which humans are crowding in through gaps upon sheer belief of oceans, around the corner bend of proper size and favorite viewing, as minutes beep against my TV on visionary requirements and suggestion. By the way, waters change colors and rip holes under the jet skiers' open-face exaggerations. Each guy has clothing and shovels the oceanic game into fastness and bigness of video. There's more than what meets the eye during my Dreamcast console's 128-bit music. To tell you the truth, my Dreamcast seems to be beating itself up for its life of music playing function, and I'm driven wild across from the fair city girls who linger by a Titanic in rest. Oh boy, my Dreamcast is literally quite totally a purser of the visual exaggerations until happiness meets my gaze through personal ignition in my soul. Word atheists. If you know the chaos, why perform away from it, just to later on tangle with the unnecessary and nameless action? Try putting one foot over the other, man. A couch will make its home where your bigger home is around you. The pulse, the colorful anxiety of wiping away the ocean's response to your style and destiny for what's the appropriations, guys. Life ought to come at you full square if you get my drift, huh? Graphics are excellent, sounds are excellent, and those visions and dreams of operation will haunt your wits into poor submission of love for what may be boring to adults without the singular childhood of demanded leftness. Now and then, a jerk needs a rubber ducky in the North Pole. He'll get something from Santa when he shows up. Yeah, I would say with this game, if you do not mind my acting too much, this is seemingly the kind of game that is good, but you can tell that it is going in a particular direction, just with my honest and general description of the game. Some games generally do go one direction or the other. You know, some games go left, some games go right. So in this example for the Sega Dreamcast, this game, which is called Surf Rocket Racers, this tends to be more liberal. This tends to go left. If you're looking for a right-oriented game, like a conservative one, look for something else like Shenmue. That's a right-oriented game that talks about conservative Japanese religion and culture, just in the general infrastructure. But yeah, the Sega Dreamcast does have a lot of games that definitely there's a lot of left and right stuff on the Sega Dreamcast. I'm not sure if that is still the reality that is happening with video games from modern video games today, but at least I know from the Sega Dreamcast, there's enough history to prove that it can benefit to go left and right on different footsteps if you know where the path is for your general life. Anyways, you take care and have a good one. God bless.